Get ready for me to do this glammy wedding guest makeup look. Perfect for any wedding or any special occasion. So starting with skincare, I'm going in with my Pixie Milky Toner and applying this all over my face with a cotton pad. Also sorry about the dancing, I was listening to music while I got ready. Next up, hydrating the skin further, I'm going in with my Lancome Genifique Serum, applying this on the face and the neck. Hydrating under the eyes, I'm going in with my Grace and Stella eye patches and leaving these on while I do my eye makeup. Then finally going in with a Decli or light day cream, going in with a light cream because I've got oily skin and it just works a lot better for me. Starting on the brows, I'm going in with my Soap & Glory eye pencil. This is like a double-sided one, so going in with the first side, which is like an angled, and I'm just brushing through the brows, going through the front, the arch, and then going through the end just to fill them in and deepen them up a little bit. I'm then taking the other side of the brow pencil, which is a gel, and I'm brushing through both brows to keep them in place all day. Shaping the brows further and prepping my eyes, I'm going in with my P. Louise base in Rumour 002 and putting this all over my lid, under my brows, and then I'm blending in with a fluffy brush. And for my eyeshadow today, I'm going in with my Beauty Bay Fiery Palette. Starting off, I'm going in with a big fluffy brush from Morphe, and I'm taking a light warm brown shade and putting this all through the crease. Then deepening that a little bit more, taking a smaller brush and packing on a slightly darker colour, going back in with fluffy brush and blending that all in. And with this at the moment, I'm focusing it on the outer corner of the eye and slightly up through the crease, so just doing that area there. Going back in again with that little brush, I'm taking a much deeper, warmer brown colour and popping that just on the outer corner of the eye. Then you guessed it, I'm going back in with my fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend that all through, up through the crease and the outer corner. Then just taking any excess on that little brush and just adding it on. Now going in with my Urban Decay Priming Potion, I'm taking this on a little flat brush and I'm just going to start popping this all on the inner corner of the eye, almost creating like a cut crease effect. So I'm just going along until I get to around the middle of the eye, and I'm not taking this too high either as I want warmth above it. Now I'm going in with a warm gold shimmer and I'm applying this onto where I've just put all that priming potion with my ring finger. Using a finger works much better than applying a shimmer with a brush. So I'm making sure to really pat this in and go in where I've put that potion. Then blending in the shimmer colour and the matte colours together with my big fluffy brush. Now I'm taking off my little eye masks and I'm just going to go in with my Benefit Black Eyeliner Pencil, taking this all along in my waterline, and I'm then going to go in with a black eyeshadow and start popping this on the top of the eye. So I'm focusing this on the outer corner, and then I am going to take a little bit on the inner corner of the eye as well. Then adding some of my favourite NYX cluster lashes. For foundation, I started off by going in with Too Faced Warm Beige, which obviously was way too dark, so now I've mixed it in with Cloud and I'm just applying this all over the skin. I'm doing this with a flat top brush as it gives a really nice bit of coverage, and as there's a lot of coverage to this foundation anyway, I'm just going to go in with one layer and evenly apply that all over my skin. Now going in with bronzer, my favourite bronzer of all time, which is my Butter Bronzer in just the shade Bronzer. Applying this on the cheekbones, blending in, also along the side of the head just to sort of skinny out my face. And then I'm also taking this down the sides of the nose because I want to have a little bit more shape and definition around there as well. And the nose is also where the sun naturally hits, so I want that warmth there. Going in with my Glow Hub Buff Blush, applying this on the sides of the cheeks, and then again I'm just going to start blending that in with a big fluffy blusher brush, doing this on both sides and making sure it's really blended in with that bronzer. Now for the most full coverage concealer of all time, I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics by Under Eye, applying this under my eye obviously, and then I'm going to blend that in with that big fluffy brush just to make sure it's completely blended, as it's a very thick concealer and you really do need to blend this in. Then to brighten slightly, I'm going in with my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in shade 2, just applying this under the inner corner of the eye, slightly on the head, and I think I put a little bit on the chin as well, and then blending that in with the same brush, and this is just going to give that really nice brightening effect underneath the eye. So I'm just making sure this is really blended, and once blended I'm going to go in with my powder to set that all in place. So this is the Huda Beauty loose powder in the shade Pound Cake, it is, yeah, and then I'm taking that just underneath the eye using a powder puff because it's the most blowing way to do it. Also putting that on the head, on the chin, and all the places that I get oily, so down the nose as well. Now some of the colour has slightly come out of my face since powdering, so I'm going in with this peachy blush from NARS, and I'm just going to pop that back on where I originally put my blusher. So I'm just doing this on both sides of the cheek, on the nose, and blending in with that blush brush. Now for underneath the eye, I'm going back in with that eyeliner pencil, just popping this on the inner waterline of both sides of the eye. I then want to deepen that a little bit more, so I'm going in with that same eyeshadow in that deep warm brown colour, and then again just popping that on the eye, focusing on the outer corner. I'm then going to go in with my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, and I'm just going to apply this on top of where I've put my lashes, and then also a little bit just underneath on my bottom lashes. Hair's all done now, and I'm going in with my Wycon lip liner pencil. This is in a deep pinky nudie sort of shade, and I'm just slightly overlining my lips and popping that all on the outer corner. Then adding a really fun pop of pink. This is a Laura Mercier mini lipstick, and I'm just going to pop that all in between where I put my lip liner. Blending these two in together, I'm rubbing it in with my finger and then adding a little bit more lip liner on top to deepen the colour. Now I need to set that in place, and oh my gosh, I'm going in with the strongest setting spray ever. It's a Krylon setting spray, literally completely spraying that all on, and then here is the final result. So this is my nice little wedding guest glam makeup look. So as I fake tanned, I went for the much warmer tone on the eyes. Obviously if you are fairer you can do the same look but go with more neutral or lighter colours. So I just really love these colours together. I love the pop of pink on the lips because it matched my purple dress. Really like the shades, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.